What's up, guys? It's Xavier,
I'm Alyssa.
and we're back on Exally.
Exactly.
So this time around on Exally, we got your Mavs, the last four games. So we got what was the Wolves, the Knicks, Pelicans, and the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
We got some drama in between there for those games. Then we also got a nail biter in Seattle versus Tennessee. The game looks a little different than the score shows. Yeah. So then we got some predictions as well. So we got all that coming right now. All right. All right, guys. So start off. The Mavs started off the week or the four-game stint, I guess, with the Timberwolves.
Yeah. And before this round, we used to be able to beat the Timberwolves consistently. So,
Well, yeah. I mean, after that little playoff stint,
yeah.
yeah, the Timberwolves did end up coming back down to earth because for a while we could not beat the Timberwolves
Yeah.
until we faced them in the conference finals. But they had ended up being like more of an easier team, I guess. It wasn't as daunting.
Yeah, I agree. But unfortunately, we lost that game 120-96. And honestly, I'm not mad because it was very huge on fouls. It
Yeah.
was very noticeable that they fouled a lot. You know,
Another home game with a ton of fouls for the away team. I'm not surprised.
no, for real. And then it started roughly around the second quarter. The same quarter, Anthony got his first points. There was like 3 back-to-back fouls on the Mavericks. Rarely any fouls for the same things called on the other team.
Yeah.
Is it a factor that Tony Brothers was refereeing? Who knows?
It's always either Tony Brothers or Scott Foster. And I kid you not, almost every time that we complain about the referees, it's not even intentional. But those guys are involved somehow.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it at that.
Yes. On other news, the leaders of that game, surprisingly for points, was Hardy on our team. He had 17 points. And for the Timberwolves, it was Reed with 22 points. I don't think that's any surprising. Reed usually does good.
Nas Reed came out the gate
He
slinging
did.
that game.
He did because he was also the leader on rebounds with 12.
He was killing it.
For real, compared to ours was Cisse with only 10.
Mhm.
So he was having a night.
Yep.
On assist, Russell with only 4 was ours, and Randall with 4 as well. Not a lot of movement, obviously, in our end because I mean, there's only so much you can do.
I think there is a lot of movement, right? I think that the assists do not show accurately the amount of ball movement that happens on the Mavs, because but sometimes there's like unnecessary ball movement.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
they pass the ball too many times where they have an open layup or an open mid-range jumper, and then they miss some crazy three instead. That's where the assists are not matching to the ball movement itself. I think we have pretty good ball movement. No one wants to pull the trigger at the right time.
Yeah, I agree. But it's also because like some of our ball movement isn't the greatest. Yes, we move the ball a lot, but those passes aren't.
Yeah.
Always.
I mean, I think the best one is B Will. B Will has been carrying the team. I think when it comes to energy, when it comes to even productivity, he's one of the best when it comes to the assists. On defense, he's gotten even better now. I think as the games continue, he develops on a defensive end. He's able to contain them much better. He's fouled a lot less as of recent, and he was one of our lead scorers as well.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, B Will only had 15. For Hardy having 17, that wasn't a huge difference. Clay had only 7 points, but B Will and Flag had both 15. Like those are main. Like you can obviously tell they're working.
Yeah.
And then PJ came in with a 13 points that game, so he's 2 up there. So it wasn't that difference on the leaders for that game. But then again, like I said, it was a hard game to get through because of the fouls. But I think they did great. We had 43 rebounds. The Wolves had 59, so obviously they're
out rebounded.
They're better at that.
And
Unfortunately.
And Live was back that game, finally, which he's injured again now.
Yeah.
Just to give you full disclosure, how fast that was. Yeah, I'm a little mad about that, but nonetheless, he came in with limited minutes in that one. But when he was in there, how much of an impact?
No, I agree because even with like the steals and whatnot, Wolves got 16, we got 7. There's not that much. Blocks, we only got 4 blocks that game. The Wolves got 5 blocks.
I wasn't too off, but
I mean, it wasn't too off, but like for the Mavericks tier, I feel like these numbers are just not doing it. You know, we got 20 turnovers that game. Our median right now it's 15. Like it's not the greatest.
Yeah, it wasn't a good game.
Let's go on.
Then continuing on to the Knicks.
Yeah.
That one I think was a much better game.
Yeah,
we were allowed to play ish. I say ish.
Some.
Because at the very end we actually got, I won't say robbed. I'm being very careful with what I say. It was a hook. So he got fouled. He fouled, should I say, on his last shot. Brandon Williams was going up for a buzzer beater layup. And then as he's trying to cut to the rim, hooks the defender, gets called back, no bucket.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Okay, fine, he hooked them, but there was a lot of contact even before then that was not being called as a foul, you know? So it's like, if you're not going to call the contact, then you can't call the hook. But the game's over and it happened.
And I think that kind of game, they did really well defensively. Mm-hmm. They contained Brunson, you know, which is he can do what Brunson he does. Yeah,
of course.
He's one of the most productive guards in the league right now.
I agree, and it's sad that we didn't keep him. You know, I am a huge Brunson fan. I appreciate his work ethic for like his stature. You know, they get belittled. He's not the tallest. You know, he's not all that, but he is doing it. You know, he had 28 points that game.
Yeah, almost 30.
Know? He was the leader in points. So it just proves there.
Yeah, it's his team for sure. The Knicks are his team, and that's what he wanted. That's why he left, because it wasn't the Mavs at that time were never going to be his team.
Yeah, and I agree, and that's fine because we had Luka.
Right.
But now we don't have Luka.
Right. But now we have B. Will. So
yeah, you're right.
I've been calling for his number. You can go back and check the other episodes. We've been calling for his number. So just saying.
I agree.
We're happy.
We are. I mean, this was a steady race. Actually, Najee and D'Lo were our higher numbers this game. They both had 23 points each. B. Will didn't play as much as they did. Is that a factor for them trying to be better? But I will say they played them on the same amount in any other game. So, maybe not. Anyways, on rebounds, Towns got 14 rebounds from our PJ from just 10. Towns was helping out in there. And our assists, Russell got the most assists of 7 and Towns of 6. So Brunson and Towns are like a good duo. They do very well with each other. And then from our team, Christie has been coming through. He's been helping so much.
He's the best corner 3-point shooter in the league.
Yeah.
And has one of the best 3-point shooting percentages as well.
I agree. I think he doesn't get enough coverage from the Mavs for. I mean, of course, he doesn't have the presence like PJ or Gaff, but he
physical presence.
You know,
he's a shooter.
The physical presence, yeah. But offensively, even defensively, he's getting better.
Shooter light. He's a lights out.
Yeah, for sure. And Clay got 13 points this time, so he's getting a little better. Like I said, our starters didn't get the highest points, but they were still helpful in the game. And turnovers, we had 16, they had 15, so it was an even amount. Like this game, no complaints. Other than the last minute or two, that was.
But that's just how the cards fell for that one, unfortunately. So it is what it is. Then moving on, we played the Pelicans.
Yes.
That one was a good one. It was rookie versus rookies. A lot of drama from Najee trying to fight with a rookie. I don't know how I felt about that one.
Apparently, it's consistent with that rookie, so maybe it's just how he thrives in the game. Najee gets bothered by everyone, though.
So. Well, the rookie was Fears, and Fears was knocking us out from the 3-point line.
I agree.
So that guy was fearless. He was doing great.
I do really like Fears and Queen, the
Queen.
rookies from there.
Yeah, this is good.
They were noticeable, compared to our number one rookie. I don't know if they just played well together, but they could make up a Cooper.
Yeah. So Cooper and Queen played on the same team back in high school. So it was a fun little rivalry back and forth, especially the two new rookies. I like Queen a lot.
I did too.
So I know that's not typical, right? We don't give a lot of love to opposing teams, but Queen did really well. I like him a lot. He's a feisty little center. He's not afraid to back down. So I like him.
I do. I like Queen, but I think my favorite is Fears. He has a little bit more attitude, a little bit more agility,
more spunk.
Yeah, it's good to see when rookies are noticeable.
Yeah, they definitely play with a little more veteranness to them.
Yeah.
And Cooper, though, he showed out.
Oh, he did. I mean, he was our leader in points. He got 29 points 29. This game, which is his highest so far in this year.
Career.
So, I mean, of course, talking about the other rookies, our rookie still, he's number one.
So he won this time around. Looking the last time the Pelicans, they won because Cooper missed that floater.
Yeah.
At the very end. And so he would have had another game winner against the Pelicans, but this time he won. He got this battle.
Yeah, I agree. And their leader over there is Murphy with 25 points. Rebounds, we matched 9-9. Jones and PJ are evenly at the rebounding. Assist, Queen got 11. B-Will got 12. So that just shows you like how much movement these two teams were. It was a good game to watch.
B-Will with 12.
Yeah.
Telling y'all. I mean, like, look, D'Lo can, whenever he's the lead assist guy, he has like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So if you've caught onto the pattern, that's kind of like his peak. And B-Will almost at this point feels like he has no ceiling.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I can't complain about B-Will. He's been doing so great. Even our turnovers, yes, we got 20 turnovers this time, and they got 13, but we still won. That just proves like if we were to enhance our turnover rate, just lower it a little bit, we could do so much more.
Yeah, and D'Lo's a problem.
Yes. Anyways, so like I said, Fly got 29, PJ got 24, and Max Christie got 23.
Max is killing it.
He was. Even Cooper called him Mr. Consistent.
I forgot to mention, he had the 2 game-ending free throws. Mm-hmm. And he did it with no shaking bone in his body. He's just cool, calm, and collected. He did great.
Is, and I love that they're choosing him to do those free throws, those team free throws, because I don't think we have a better free thrower than Max Christie.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot because I think he might even be better than Luka's free throws.
For sure, Luka's like a good 70%.
Like, from that trade, I think Max Christie is showing, maybe he was worth that
trade.
Yeah.
Something good came out of it.
Yes, exactly.
So anyways, moving on to the Grizzlies. This one was another interesting one.
Yeah, so we lost this one again. Of course, that's been from the four games, we win one and lose the less. But we lost 102 to 96. We played Max was there, so he really showed us
why we traded him.
Why we traded him. There was quite a bit of turnovers on his rate. We weren't complaining.
Yeah, it just shows that he was definitely mentored by Dwight Powell.
Dwight's doing better. Anyways, but this is just surprising. By the second quarter, we only had 3 turnovers. Yeah. So we were doing a lot better on that aspect. Unfortunately, PJ didn't score until after the first quarter. Like in the second quarter, he scored. So that may have been an aspect of our point difference.
Yeah, but if you look at the games, it's hard, man, because he's scoring and then he also has to be that defensive guy. Mm-hmm. So you'll see him in the first half and he's gunning it. He's scoring and playing defense, but by halftime, I'm sure he's tired.
Yeah,
and he can't do that day in, day out.
For sure. I'm not complaining about PJ. I'm just saying maybe.
No, I understand. No, it is a difference. That's what I'm saying. It is a difference, but there's some games where he has to choose defense because that's a little more important at the time. and we need someone to score. We need someone else to score.
No, I agree. I mean, he was our leader in rebounds. He had 8 rebounds compared to Eddie at 15. Our leader, surprisingly, in points was Clay at 22 this game.
He shot a lot of threes that game.
He did. He was. I'm just hoping it is a pattern that he is getting better. He is feeling more comfortable. There was some drama, and I hope he is getting some machismo from these Texans.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll see. He is acting very Cali Bay Area type thing. You know what I'm saying? No, but John Morant was John at him, right? And no pun intended. But just telling him that he's a bum. And he crashed an interview for Spencer at the end of the game because Spencer was shooting. That's another guy, right? Spencer was doing great for the Grizzlies.
It was very noticeable.
And I think he only made maybe about 3 threes or so, 4 threes. But they were clean side steps, and it was a beautiful thing to watch. So John Morant made sure that Klay Thompson knew that he hasn't been playing great.
I agree. For Clay's caliber, he hasn't, and it hasn't since he started.
Yes.
So
Klay missed.
I think he's allowed to tell him that.
Also, because he missed that shot. I was about to say.
Yeah.
He had about 17 seconds left on that shot clock, and there was approximately 22 seconds left in the game clock. So he had the time to maneuver. Instead, he went through a weak screen from Cooper and just chunked it by like almost half court. It was absurd. I'm not saying that was the last play and shot that we had, but that definitely contributed to the downfall in the last, obviously 30 seconds of the game.
I agree. That wasn't smart basketball. It seemed like he was trying to prove a point, and he proved it that he couldn't prove it.
Yeah, that was just crazy.
Anyways, let's talk about the leaders. Aldama had 20 points from the Grizzlies.
Aldama has been tripping, literally tripping. He was tripping Cooper Flag, trying to grab legs and stuff. So that was some beef already there. Klay Thompson got mad about that because they're known for being some dirty players, and Aldama was one of them.
Yeah, well, it paid off. They won. And our assists, B-Will got 6. Williams from the Grizzlies got 6, and Najee got 4. So, like we've said before, obviously there's a huge difference when it's B-Will assisting from the 12 compared to these 4s and 5s.
Yeah, man, that's like 1 assist a quarter. What are we doing for the other 11 minutes?
Yeah.
So.
And our turnovers, we got 18. They got 15. So, again, high turnover rate. It didn't help. Flag got 12 points. B-Will got 18 points. So, he was still a leader in this game. TJ got 15 points. I'm not mad at just little technicalities like Clay's throw. TJ's not shooting in the first. Small things that we can fix, thankfully.
I think that we have Mr. First Quarter again, and B-Will, and PJ, and we just need Kyrie to come finish games.
Yeah.
So I think we got some good news coming up, and we got some good games, some more winnings.
Now let's talk about winnings. Let's talk about Seahawks versus Titans. We're back on a winning streak. Only one game.
So they are back in the W column there. Yes. So they're playing against Tennessee Titans, who are actually 1-9. But
we won.
A win is a win, especially in that tight race for that division battle there.
I agree.
In the NFC West. But they won 30-27.
30-24.
Oh, I gave him too much. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree. Anyways, but it was very noticeable on their offensive lines why we won. We had a lot of past Seahawk players. We had Gino. We had, I believe, Lockett. We had
Pete Carroll.
It's
the Las Vegas Seahawks.
Yes, so it's always fun playing against them just because it's kind of like an OMAX thing. It's like, oh,
you're the problem.
Why we left you, Let's see. Darnold had 244 yards and 2 touchdowns that game. He came through.
JSN could have had 3 touchdowns that game.
Yeah.
So both of them were to JSN.
Yeah, both of them were for Njigba. Rushing yards, Walker did the best in rushing. I agree. I love him rushing. He should stick to that column because he does great. Receiving.
I think he needs the receiving portion to open him up.
I guess so. You're right.
But he doesn't have much yards after contact. That's the thing. So he needs to kind of get loosened up in the pass game. But he is also obviously the workhorse. I would say he picks up a lot of the yards.
He does. He had 71 yards this game.
Charbonnet just punches him in.
Just for rushing. So it's great. We also had Charbonnet with 6 carries, 35 yards. He's one of our top ones too.
But he scores a touchdown.
We did have Cooper getting some too, not that much, so it wasn't too noticeable on Cooper. Cooper Kupp.
Not flag.
Yes. Receiving, obviously, Njigba got 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, only 8 receiving.
That dude makes it look easy.
He does, and it's great. And Walker got 3 receivings and only 30 yards of receiving. So you see the difference in why I complain about it.
But Walker got 100 yards total.
Yes, of course. On other note, it was a very good game. Calls weren't that noticeable. Some were like, "Are you sure you want to call that?" But yeah, it wasn't hard.
So the game actually was not as close as the score says.
Yeah.
So it was like 30-3 for the longest time. The Seahawks massacred them, so that's why I said they're 1-9. The score shows they were close, but really the Titans ended up scoring in the fourth quarter more, and the Seahawks didn't make a difference. It was too late.
Yeah, I agree. And they had that one touchdown when they received the ball that
it was a kick return.
Yeah,
that
saved them.
That was their first touchdown.
Yeah,
because they could not score. I said it was 3 whatever. Yeah. And so the Seahawks are doing really well. I think it was a good game to get their footing again. They did struggle a little bit in the first quarter, I think, compared to the way he comes out, but I think they kind of found it again.
I agree. I don't blame them. Obviously, they did lose the last one, and they lost it kind of. That was a hard game to watch.
It was a rattle. Yeah.
So I'm just glad they won, get the feet wet again, and let's get another win.
Yeah. Shout out to Shedeur in his first touchdown in the NFL.
Hey.
And shout out to Prize Picks for paying me for it. No, I'm a big fan of Shedeur. Obviously, there's nothing been to report really besides the drama behind it, but that's kind of always that's been stringing and grinding my gears here.
I agree.
With the way they've been treating him. But he finally got to score.
He did. Even though they tried so hard to not let him, like that first touchdown, he wasn't even in the game for that first touchdown.
Reason why I brought up Shedeur is we're talking about the defense and how good the Seahawks are, but that Browns defense was fun to watch as well. They were really they're dangerous. Myles Garrett, it's the lead sacker in the league, and he's doing great. And
he is doing.
I think if he goes to the Seahawks, take him for D-Law. Just kidding. I'm trading people that shouldn't be traded. Anyway.
No, but I agree. Our defense was doing great. O'Connell got some hits. Williams got hit. Murphy, Hall, they all got tackles in their record, so that's great. We butchered that offensive line, and it was just great to watch.
Yeah.
Anyways, so future is looking great. Dallas plays the Heat today.
Mm-hmm.
And what are your thoughts?
Last time I predicted we got massacred. But by the looks of it, we might lose, realistically. But it's all right. I think that they've been learning still a lot from these losses. So I think they have a chance. But the way they've been closing out games, they haven't been able to close them. They seem a lot stronger in the opening quarters, but they still need that fourth quarter. So I'm saying now I'm kind of saying, all right, we do need Kyrie back in here just to help us close out those few points that everyone's so scared to shoot.
I agree. I think if we have Kai just as like a present state, because he's always going to get double teamed. Like it's Kai. You can't just leave him alone.
Yeah.
But that gives that extra inch of freeway for maybe Clay to come through or PJ or anyone on the line.
I want PJ or Cooper. I don't want Clay.
Just that extra inch is all the Mavs need to make more plays or more buckets. And I agree. I don't think they might not win this one. From our records, they're going to lose at least 2 more and then win one. If we're going to go through probability.
Yep.
But I don't think it's going to be a full massacre. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. They've been very close games. I think they said that we should be one of the top 3 teams right now in the league if we were just to win our clutch games, which It's
which
been
is
a lot.
almost all of them. It's almost all of them.
And it's okay because we did the same thing the year before we went to the finals where we were having that issue. If not the same year we went to the finals, we're having issue closing games. So it's not a big deal. At least the games are close.
Yeah.
So that's little tweaks. So yeah, I think we lose unfortunately, but looking forward to if they do win, what they got right this time around, and we'll definitely let you know. Then the Seahawks play the Vikings next. I know they've been kind of struggling. The Minnesota Vikings. They got Kirk Cousins back there, and well, Kirk is he's a good quarterback, but he can be a little soft. So I expect a good game for the Seahawks as well.
I agree, and I think they're gonna butcher them in the first half.
So.
Like,
we'll come back at you for
we'll
sure.
Double check, but
yeah. All right, guys. Until next time, stay tuned, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Peace. Bye.